Good evening. Tonight we are going to cover exciting events going on at Seneca Valley. From the worldwide phenomenon, the solar eclipse, the Country Music Awards, Kennywood's Turtle Ride, and the firstborn Great White Shark. We hope you enjoy tonight's show, and let's get into it. I'm Caleb McGill.
And I'm Miranda Larson. On Friday, Seneca Valley continued a beloved yearly tradition. Raiderthon is a carnival-style event that was held in the Seneca Valley Senior High School. And for the last 10 years, it has benefited the Miracle League, which is an organization that gives people with special needs the ability to play baseball. Raiderthon takes inspiration from Penn State's Thon and Minithon. Much like these events, Raiderthon was an event that was only open to students at their respective schools. However, following the COVID-19 pandemic, Raiderthon was open to the entire community. This year, the Senior High Student Council has made a push in advertising towards elementary and middle schools, sending videos and stickers to gain attendance. In the past, Raiderthon has raised upwards of $20,000, but due to COVID, the number has fell in recent years. Last year, raising upwards of $11,000. These donations make the Seneca Valley Senior High Student Council the second most sponsor of the Miracle League of the Southwestern Pennsylvania, behind the Pittsburgh Pirate Charities.
Seneca Valley senior Elise Kettler won a silver key at the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards for her poetry piece, Trapped in the Keys. The exhibition was held from March 13th through the 23rd at the Carnegie Mellon University. Kettler's piece is a tall, four-sided tan square that has piano keys on two sides and red music notes on her other sides. Her inspiration for this piece was to show her love for playing the piano. Kettler has played piano since a very young age, and now she teaches piano to others as well. Kettler was excited to win the silver key from the Scholastic Art and Writing Awards because it is a great event.
The name of my piece is Trapped in the Keys, and throughout the last 10 years I've played piano, and the piece demonstrates being encased in the music that I'm playing and being inspired by it enough to make art out of it. Winning the silver key, it was a big accomplishment, and taking a step forward in my art too. I'm currently working on a lighthouse, which was inspired by my older brother. He's a photographer, and he took the picture up in Rhode Island, and he got to capture the art, and then I got to go and remake it.
This program recognizes teens' creativity in art and writing and is the nation's longest-running, most prestigious recognition program for creative teens.
Through March 21st through the 23rd, 7 exceptionally talented orchestra students participated in the Pennsylvania Music Educators Association, otherwise known as PMEA, for the Western Regional Orchestra Festival that was held for 3 days at the Butler Intermediate High School. The Western Region Orchestra is a select group of students who have advanced through audition to the regional level of the state festival process and is comprised of students from the PMEA Regions 1 and 3. The 7 students who were able to take on this amazing opportunity were Elizabeth Brown, violin, Tristan Conrad, cello, Isaac Hickson, French horn, Isabella Muther, viola, Jake Pitzak, violin, Ava Platt, viola, and Morgan Reuthner, violin. We're very proud of how far they've come and continue their journey forward.
The solar eclipse took place on Monday, April 8th, for the last eclipse to hit the country for the next 20 years. It was an even more special occasion because it was right at home. The place with complete darkness was Erie with 100% coverage, since here in Butler County, we only had a 98% coverage. The time with the most coverage was exactly 3:17, leaving just a crescent-shaped silver sliver of the sun visible, and the moon slid between it and the earth, leaving us with a dusk-like darkness. SV science teachers Jen McMurray and Veronica Mortier took a group of 42 students to Penn State Barrand to view the eclipse. They heard a lecture from Dr. Darren Williams, and they shared their experience with totality and students from colleges and several other school districts. That made the trip to Erie. SV student Joe Fernandez Jenkins had this to say about the experience, quote, "Even though I'd seen totality before, this was an absolutely once-in-a-lifetime field trip. I was so in awe, my jaw literally dropped. The collective wonder and amazement for those around me only added to the beauty of the experience. This is a memory I will never forget. I am so thankful I got to experience this and will absolutely seek future opportunity to view solar eclipses." End quote.
Numerous talented country artists received awards at the CMT Music Awards on Sunday, April 7th. The ceremony was hosted by Kelsey Ballerini in Austin, Texas. There were many big winners, but overall, Jelly Roll won top awards with Video of the Year for his song, Need a Favor, and he was up against Cody Johnson with The Painter, and Kelsey Ballerini with If You Go Down, I'm Going Down Too. Jelly Roll also took home awards for CMT Performance of the Year and Male Video of the Year. During the show, Brooks and Dunn, Sammy Hagar, Briley Green, Lucas Nelson, Lainey Wilson, and former MLB player Roger Clemens paid tribute to Toby Keith, who passed away in February. They shared memories of the time they spent with Toby and sang some of his most famous songs, including I Love This Bar, Should Have Been a Cowboy, and How Do You Like Me Now? All of the performers were backed by Toby Keith's band.
Last year, the Turtle Ride at Kennywood closed on August 20th to allow for work to begin on restoring the attraction back to its former glory, as the classic ride is the last of its kind still in operation to this day. Not only have the turtle cars themselves been restored, but the foundation has been restored as well, with the turtle being a lot of time to restore this ride. A tumble bug is an attraction with a central axis with a circular track that has changes in elevation moved by motors between the cars. The Turtle Ride at Kennywood is the last full-size tumble bug in operation. With a diameter of 100 feet with 5 to 6 cars on the track, unlike the smaller kiddie versions of the ride, which only run 3 to 4 cars on their tracks, the Turtle will be returning for the 2024 season with its newly restored shells ready to take on riders once again.
Footage taken off the coast of California may have revealed the first ever newborn great white shark to be spotted in the wild. A wildlife filmmaker named Carlos Guena and a biology student at the University of California, Riverside named Philip Stearns were shooting footage on the ocean with a drone. All of a sudden, they spotted something that caught their eye. A great white shark was spotted with a pale color when their backs are supposed to be silver. After observing the films they took of the shark, they noticed slim white layer of the substance covering the shark that was falling off as it swam. Guana and the foot-long shark would be the closest we have gotten to seeing the beginning of these creatures. Nobody has ever been able to locate where great whites give birth, nor has a newborn ever been seen in the wild, which could unlock the door for scientists to better study them. Another way this phenomena could be explained is the shark has an unknown skin disease, but both Guena and Stearns are certain that this is a newborn.
And that is all the stories we have for you tonight, Seneca Valley. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next week for another episode of the Seneca Scout. And we apologize for the technical difficulties.
Take care.